You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, General Hospital fans. Today, for fun, we're going to talk about the absolute worst couples of 2025. We're talking about really bad romances and relationships and new relationships that we're starting to spark. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we're counting down the 5 worst pairings on GH during 2025. If you haven't, please hit that subscribe button if you're not following us. We're going to go from number 5, which is bad, down to number 1, which is the absolute worst pairing on the ABC soap this year. All right, let's jump right in, okay? Starting with number 5 on our list of bad romances for 2025 is Cody Bell and Ava Jerome. Now, if you recall, Cody pursued Ava because Kristina paid him to do it. This was not a real relationship between Cody and Ava. Kristina wanted Cody to seduce Ava to break her and Rick Lansing up, and Kristina wanted to see Ava dumped because she hates her. So at the point that Kristina started this plot to get Ava hurt and heartbroken, fans were already tired of Kristina's schemes and antics. Plus, we'd already seen sparks between Cody and Molly, so a lot of fans really hated that Kristina was messing things up for Molly. Plus, Cody had been getting his act together, and then Kristina pulled him back into running this con. There were a lot of reasons that Cody and Ava were a bad match, and thankfully, Cody came to his senses and told Kristina he was done with it, and they never got further than just making out, and I think his shirt came off at one point. They never hit the sheets, though, and now Cody and Molly are back on track, and Kristina is now shipping them instead of interfering. All right, number 4 in bad romances this year is a pairing that had potential that they teased at that hasn't manifested yet. And that's Sonny Corinthos and DA Justine Turner. Now, I know Sonny and Justine haven't hooked up yet. They haven't even kissed, but it's clear that the GH writers are teasing this pairing. And I don't think really many people want to see this at all. There's been a lot of flirting between Sonny and the pretty DA, and he and Justine have shared some close moments until she blindsided Sonny by backing out of Rocco's plea deal, and Sonny snapped on her. So Justine wants to take down Sonny, so she says, but she is struggling to resist his charm and those dimples. And many fans see this Sonny and Justine thing as just a horrible pairing because we've been down this road with Sonny before. He has a history of getting with women in law enforcement, and it always goes badly. Years ago, there was him and FBI agent Hannah Scott when she was investigating him, and then FBI agent Reese Marshall fell for Sonny but lost him when she cheated with Rick. So if Justine falls for Sonny, chances are this time won't be any better or any different. So been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Fans don't want to see this play out again. It's a bad romance even before it got off the ground, and let's hope that it never does get off the ground. Number 3 on our list of bad idea romances for 2025 is Jason Morgan and Anna Devane. That's another that thankfully didn't get all the way into the bedroom or to them actually dating, but it really, really looked like something was going to happen with Jason and Anna. And this pairing had fans sharply divided. They either loved the idea of Jason with Anna or they really, really, really hated it. When Jason came back from the dead this most recent time, it was clear that he had changed to some extent. While he was still loyal to Sonny and Carly, we've also seen Jason helping Police Commissioner Anna, and I think it is true that Jason and Anna became legit friends. Things especially escalated when they were in Africa searching for Lucky, and when they thought they were going to die in Sidwell's compound, Jason kissed Anna partly to distract the guards, but partly as a goodbye, just in case. And then nothing really ever came out of it. I think there was maybe one more kiss, but I don't know if they never planned to really have Jason and Anna together, or maybe because there was a lot of fan criticism, they just dropped it. We also had a lot of changes in the writer's room this year, so it might have been something that just wound up scrapped for that reason. But at least Jason with Anna would have been something new. Not great, mind you, but new, but it's still a bad romance idea. All right, the number 2 worst romance of this year is Carly Spencer and Jack Brennan. I will say that at first, a lot of fans liked Carly with Jack, even though he's clearly a villain, especially back when it was Charles Major in the role. And if you remember, he planned to kidnap Carly, but he wound up arrested. And I do think fans appreciated the romance more when it was Major in the role. And when they recast with McKenna, he's a good actor and all that. This is not about him. It's about the writing that shifted, and they started making Jack into a much bigger jerk and much more deceptive. So things absolutely changed for the worse when he recruited Carly's daughter Jocelyn into the WSB. And since then, Jack has been lying to Carly's face every single day while sleeping in the bed with her. And he's been forcing Joss to lie to Carly. And Jack keeps digging himself in deeper with these lies, especially now that Jason found out about Joss and the WSB and told Carly, who is now furious and out to destroy Jack. Plus, her anger intensified when Carly gave Jack one last chance to come clean, and he lied in her face again. So Jack's on Carly's bad side. She's working with Valentine to take him down. So this romance is interesting because it started out pretty good, but then it turned horribly, horribly bad. Jack's lies and betrayal ruined what could have been an epic romance for him and Carly and landed them as the second worst romance on our list for 2025. And now our number 1, hands down, worst couple of 2025 is, you guessed it, Drew Cain and Willow Tate. Most fans hated this romance right from the start when Drew and Willow kissed on the 4th of July because they were betraying Michael, her husband, who was also Drew's nephew. It started as an emotional affair, and then it turned physical and was so icky because Drew is Michael's uncle and much older than Willow. And she did try to fight her attraction for Drew, but then after Sam McCall was killed, Willow comforted Drew and it turned to passion. And Willow and Drew did the deed on the floor of the Q nursery with the nanny cam rolling and capturing every moment. Michael saw the video, but then he kept quiet. And then Tracy accidentally played the video for all of the Quartermaines last November. So yes, this romance began in 2024, but it has eaten up so much screen time in 2025. That's why I put it at the top of the list, because at this point, there are almost no General Hospital fans that want to see Drew with Willow. Drew has turned full villain and Willow enabled and excused his awful behavior, sometimes even cheering it. Then Willow herself turned dark because of Drew's influence, and that's when she messed with baby Daisy to torment Sasha until she drove her out of town just to hurt Michael. So basically, Drew wanted to steal Michael's wife and his life, and Willow is so weak-minded and manipulative that she let it happen. So worst romance by far. Drop your comments on which romance you hated most this past year.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.